Hello， 大家好 ，I'm Grace. Today we're going to talk about the Japanese Mandarin accent.
很难，欢迎，比较难。
In this video, I will introduce some common features of Japanese people speaking Mandarin. And if you're a Japanese person who is learning Mandarin, I'm sure this video would be super helpful for you if you want to improve your pronunciation. 好，那我们现在就开始吧。When learning a second language, we often have trouble with sounds that don't exist in our own native language, so we might just use similar sounds that exist in our native tongue to replace them. This is one of the main reasons why many of us carry a foreign accent when we speak our Togyo language, just like I still have a Taiwanese accent when I speak English. Okay, now let's talk about some common features of the Japanese Mandarin accent. The first one is using the consonant of hu to pronounce Mandarin f. In Japanese, the f sound doesn't exist, so they often use the consonant of hu to replace the f sound when speaking Mandarin. The consonant of hu is pronounced by using your two lips as if you're blowing out the flame of a candle. However, in Mandarin, the way to pronounce f is by using your lower lip and your top front teeth. So for instance, Japanese people might pronounce 很方便 as 很方便. Let's see some other examples.
就因为是海的附近
算是福冈一样的，算是福冈。
The second feature is pronouncing 知、吃、诗 similar to 鸡、七、西 in Mandarin. In Japanese, 知、吃、诗 don't exist. So while speaking Mandarin, they might use some similar sounds in Japanese, like ji, qi, xi, to replace these Mandarin sounds. For example,
那我在东京的时候呢？
我已经学到了，
你学到
现在
要直接讲，
但是一开始的时候，
the next one is pronouncing 日 similar to le in Mandarin. Because in Japanese, there is no Mandarin 日 sound. They use the Japanese R sound to replace it, and it sounds like le in Mandarin. You may hear 日本人 pronounced like 日本人. Let's see some more examples.
我的老公他也是日本人，
这个是人口第一名跟第二名啊，这个是人口第一。
If you want to know how to correctly pronounce the 知、吃、诗、日 sound in Mandarin, I've made a video about them. You can click here or find the link in the description below. The fourth feature is pronouncing p, t, k, qi, ch, c, similar to b, d, g, ji, zhi, zi. Now you might be wondering why they pronounce so many sounds differently. Actually, there is a pattern here. The difference between these two groups of sounds is that one has a stronger airflow going out of your mouth when producing the sounds, while the other one does not. In case you haven't watched my pronunciation training videos, let me re-clarify one concept. In Mandarin, whether or not sounds are aspirated. In other words, whether they have a strong burst of breath is a crucial element in differentiating consonants. But in Japanese, they don't differentiate meanings by whether the sounds are aspirated. So sometimes when Japanese people pronounce the sounds in the first group, they don't exhale enough, and thus p sounds like b, t sounds like d.
然后阿姐她买2袋，一袋给我，
一袋给你
的
就一边看手机，但是还要问其他人比较正确嘛？其他人
k sounds like g.
不管是多少程度，一口气就买，一口气就买。
七 sounds like 鸡。
所以我一起来啦，
吃 sounds like 知。
两个鸡讲的名字是个鸡讲，鸡讲的名字是
The last one about consonants is mixing up and such as mixing up Chinese finals and in and ying.
这个是连果第1名跟第2名啊，第1名跟第2名啊。
这是台湾男生的热情，真的热情。
an and on。
那我尽量要装很帅的衣服啊，要装很帅的衣服啊。
然后就时间比较晚，时间比较晚。
The difference between and is that one is a front nasal sound and the other one is a back nasal sound. So to pronounce the first one, you need to raise the tip of your tongue to the alveolar ridge behind your upper front teeth and let the air pass through your nose. The other one, is produced by raising the back of your tongue close to the roof of your mouth and also let the air pass through your nose. Actually, mixing up these two sounds is quite common among students learning Mandarin from all over the world, and even among native Mandarin speakers. If you want to practice pronouncing these two sounds, I've made a video for you. You can click here or find the link in the description below. Okay, now let's take a look at some vowel features in the Japanese Mandarin accent. Number 1 is pronouncing U in Mandarin with unrounded lips. In Japanese, the U sound is pronounced with unrounded lips. However, to pronounce U in Mandarin, you need to round your lips and raise the back of your tongue close to the roof of your mouth. U, U. Let's see some examples of this feature of Japanese accent.
所以可能我应该照顾他，照顾他。大部分的人都会这样做，大部分的人都。
Number 2 is not opening the mouth wide enough for the Mandarin ah sound.
横滨的大学，大学。
I've heard that in Japan, speaking with your mouth opening too wide is impolite. I'm not sure whether this is true, so if you're Japanese, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. As I was saying, when pronouncing the Mandarin ah sound, Japanese people often don't open their mouths wide enough, so it ends up sounding differently. Number 3 is skipping the medials. I, U, Ü. In Mandarin, I, U, Ü can be medials and are put in the middle of an initial consonant and a vowel. One of the features of the Japanese Mandarin accent is that sometimes they leave out I, U, Ü, these medials. Here are some examples.
所以活动也是一起会棒，所以活动也是。
但是如果
Okay, these are all the features I wanted to talk about today. If you like the content of today's video and would like me to analyze any other Mandarin accents, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you want to learn some daily expressions in Mandarin, check out my Instagram, Grace Mandarin. 好啦，如果你喜欢今天的影片，记得帮我按赞、订阅和分享哦。那我们就下次见喽，拜拜。